Hi, I'm Greg from EnglishWithGreg.com. Are your business emails getting the results you want? Or are they just causing more problems? Well, let's have a look at an email from one of Kevin's business English students and find out.
Thanks, Greg. It's great to have you with us today. We have 5 tips that'll help your business emails sound more professional and get results. To do so, let's take a look at an email that one of my students wrote and improve it. Here it is. Hi, Bill. I don't feel ready to work alone with clients yet. The problem is I wasn't properly trained. Honestly, I wasn't trained at all. Sarah just told me to take notes on my first 3 calls. However, when she reviewed them, she asked me what I sold. She later clarified the expectations, but it's not enough. When I started this job, I thought I would be shadowing an experienced account executive. I feel very unprofessional, not knowing exactly what I need to do. Now, looking at this is probably overwhelming. It's a lot of text in one big blob. When emails look like this, your reader probably won't want to read them and will ignore them. So this first tip is so easy and will instantly make your emails 100% more effective. Just add a space in between paragraphs. This simple act makes your emails much easier to skim and read. Now, there's a big problem in this email with tone. My student wrote the same complaint multiple times, which isn't the best idea. What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, repeating a complaint multiple times just makes you sound like you're whining and complaining too much. It doesn't set a very nice tone for the email. So look at that example where it says, the problem is I wasn't properly trained. I wasn't trained at all. You don't need to repeat that. If you repeat it, it just sounds whiny, okay? It sounds like you're complaining too much. So I would delete the second part of that. Just say, the problem is I wasn't properly trained. And again, at the end, I feel very unprofessional, not knowing exactly what to do. You don't need to repeat yourself. Just get rid of one part of that and just make your little complaints short and sweet and just say it once. And another thing I really recommend you do is always include a positive in that sentence too. It just makes the whole tone of the email much more pleasant to the reader and gives you the opportunity to complain, but also keep a positive aspect and a positive feeling to finding a solution rather than just being like blah, 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 blah. So instead of saying she later clarified the expectations, but it's not enough, you could say something like, she later clarified the expectations. While this was helpful, that's a bit positive, it's not enough. While this was helpful, it's not enough. Okay, Kevin, listen, I'm not 100% sure that the person who's receiving this email is going to be 100% sure what the person who has written it actually wants. What are they asking? Are they just writing to complain, or are they actually asking for something? So how can we clarify the ask? What are they actually wanting to say and get and achieve with this email?
Honestly, I don't know. Right now, this email is just one big complaint. So tip number 3 is to think about your reader's perspective when you write an email. What do they care about? What's important to them? In this email, my student was writing to their boss. So what does a boss care about? They might care about the budget, they might care about how effective people are, or they might care about how quickly new employees are trained. So we can add a line like, I feel like this would help future new hires hit the ground running. This shows your boss why they should care about your complaint. Your suggestion to shadow or watch more experienced employees will help future new hires be successful faster. By the way, if you hit the ground running, you are successful from the very start of an activity. Exactly what your boss wants. Now, tip number 4, and probably the most important tip, is to have a clear ask for your reader. You want this ask to be easy to say yes to. You don't want your reader to do a lot of work if they don't have to. A simple yes or no question usually works great. Here we could ask, do you think something like this is possible? After seeing your complaint and seeing how your suggestion can help future new employees as well, it will be easy for your boss to say yes to this question. The next step might be a quick phone call with your boss or an opportunity to shadow a more experienced employee. Exactly what you want. This email is starting to look much better. So, Greg, what are some things we can do to put the finishing touches on this email?
Yeah, Kevin, you can't end an email without saying goodbye. It's just good manners. It's just expected, especially in a professional setting. So you need to choose one of the many, many options we have to end an email. And the one you choose really depends on what message you want to convey. Do you want to hear back from the person? Do you want them to act on something urgently? Do you simply want to say thank you? Here are some options depending on the message, the final message that you want to convey to the person who is reading your email. So thank you for your help, or slightly less formal, thanks for your help, is just a really nice, friendly way of ending an email. And this is fine in the professional world. You are expressing your gratitude. You are acknowledging that the person who is reading that email is busy, and you are grateful that they have spent the time to read your email and act upon it. So thanks for your help, thanks for your time. Both great choices. Now, if you want to give a little message that you want a reply, then you would say, looking forward to hearing from you. Looking forward to hearing from you. In other words, bam, there you have my email, and now it's your turn. I'm looking forward to your reply. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And if you want to add a subtle message that this is urgent, you could include the word soon. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks in advance is a good one if you are asking the person to do something. If you say thanks in advance, you're almost implying that you know they're going to do it. And hey, in advance, thank you. When somebody says this to me, I always get the impression like, oh, okay, they are already thankful. So now I have to do it. Thanks in advance. And then I have two that I very, very often use. Kind regards. This is semi-formal. It's not super formal like yours sincerely, but it's business formal. So kind regards is a great way to end an email, and it's great for many, many, many situations. And a less formal one, which I tend to use more than anything, is thanks a lot and speak soon. Thanks a lot and speak soon. I'm thanking the person for acting on whatever I have asked them to do, and I put a little friendly speak soon at the end to express that we'll continue this conversation and this relationship very soon. Okay, Kevin, anything you want to add?
Personally, I almost always use the expression talk soon in my emails. But in this case, I think a simple thanks for your help works great. You were asking them for help, after all. So as a review, our 5 tips for writing more professional emails are 1, add spaces in between paragraphs to make your email more readable. 2, if you have a complaint, only say it once, and also try to include a positive statement as well. Tip 3 is to think about your email from the perspective of your reader. Why is your complaint or your ask important to them? Tip 4 is to make sure that you have a clear ask that is easy to say yes to. And finally, tip 5, make sure you include a simple professional greeting at the end. If you want more videos that'll help you speak clearly and understand easily, check out Greg's YouTube channel, English with Greg. Greg, thanks again for helping me out on this one.
Thanks for having me, Kevin. It's been a pleasure to help you and your students learn how to improve their business emails, and we'll speak soon.